it's going.
What is that thing that has 3 finger holes and is heavy and you chuck down a lane that you do for fun or entertainment? That's right, it's bowling. The bowling ball is a simple and at the same time amazing complex piece of equipment, allowing the bowler to have precision and finesse. I'm going to be talking mainly about the history of the bowling ball, how it has evolved, and different types of bowling balls that you can use. But the first recorded history of the bowling ball is 5200 BC. They excavated an Egyptian kid's gravesite, and he had marks or things that had, I don't know, something similar to bowling. They had stone balls and stone pins, and that was the first recorded evidence of bowling balls and bowling overall. But bowling became popular about 1905 in the U.S., and they used wooden bowling balls, and they didn't really have too much technology with them for that. But then in the 1960s and 70s, they moved, after actually the wooden, they went on to rubber, and rubber is a little bit better than wood for bowling, but they still only had the full finger tips and the full thumb. And they progressed in the 1960s and 70s to plastic bowling balls, and these were better, but they still didn't have the technology we have today. But now we have fingertips, and those can give you more control of the ball, and they have heavier balls, of course, today. But these are the main parts of the ball. There's the core, or not the core, the shell, and that's it can either be shiny, dull, or medium, I guess you could say. That and the core is mainly the two important parts of the ball, because that is how it how much it rotates and how many revs you can get on it and how fast. But how it's evolved, there's plastic, and plastic balls are meant to mainly throw straighter and less hook on the ball. And this is the core. That's what's inside the bowling ball. It's cut in half here. And there's all sorts of kinds and brands, I guess you could say. And just preference on what you want, or if you don't really care, it doesn't matter, I guess. But there's different types of brands and stuff. There's Hammer, Track, and Roto Grip. Those are some of the main ones. And just preference again on what you like. These are fingertips. They only go into the first notch of your finger, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Instead of putting your full ring and middle finger in, gives you a little more control of the ball. Another way they have evolved is I don't know if you can tell in this picture very well, but it's not as shiny of a glare, I guess you could say. And this will have more friction on the lanes, and it'll create more of a C. The ball will go down the lane and then just hook in. Compared to this ball, it's more shiny, and it wouldn't have as much of the C. It would just go down and in mainly. And then there's medium, that's kind of shiny, but it has a little more hook depending on how you throw it. So that is bowling. Is a fun thing you can do with your family, questions if you're ever bored,